It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Vikings nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here I come.
Ready? They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Peterson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Moss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Vick. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Vick now. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 74 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Got some room at the 30. Got him in. It's Brown. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Smith. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Check 31, check 31.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
2nd and 13. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. A good pickup there, 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adrian Peterson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 16-yard line.
This will be the final play of the half. Vick. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
now from the 50. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Throwing, Vic. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Vic readies to throw. It's caught. Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, Vic. It's caught. This is White. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's get off the field. Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Let's go, baby.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Vic. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
At the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there. Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer. Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Peterson. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the... .48-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
45. Mike, 45. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. A toss to Cook. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
And it is good. Well, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the post right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free than what they're trying to get done on offense.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. 45. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Steve.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Atlanta, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.